All right, guys, welcome back to Remotely Wasted. If you haven't been keeping up with us the past few weeks, we started this new thing where uh, we talk about our favorite teams. We call it Team Talk. My favorite team is the Oklahoma Sooners. Jaden's is the Florida State Seminoles. Used to be a segment on our main show, but we decided just to make it its own thing for the Florida State and OU fans out there. So yeah, we're basically just gonna be talking about OU and Florida State only on this episode. A big win, obviously, if you're watching this weekend for Oklahoma. Um, I think Michigan was ranked 16 going in this game. OU was ranked 18, and OU got the job done. It wasn't perfect, but big win that I think cooled down Venables' hot seat a little bit and
Yeah, absolutely.
moved the program hopefully in the right direction, but still a little bit cautiously optimistic. I felt good, but there was like the special teams was just awful. That's I'm gonna start off just with the nitpicks because that's just
So a lot of mistakes.
it'd be kind of boring if I just talked about how great we were the whole time. The big thing that stood out with me as far as like negatives though is definitely special teams. Fumbled, roughing the punter, also extended a drive for Michigan, and then another fumbled punt that we recovered, or fumbled kick return that we recovered, missed field goal. Special teams is the biggest area that I think the team needs improvement on. What did you
Yeah,
think watching that game?
I agree with that. You just have to tighten up on the mistakes. Like I mentioned it in the first episode. Like this game shouldn't have been this close. Um, that interception from Mateer, I believe, turned into points for them. The muff punt turned into points for them. So that's at least 10, I think, of their 13. Because I think they scored a touchdown and a field goal. They might have. I mean, I'd have to look, but yeah, and then yeah, the penalties and the worst opportunity time or worst opportune times. Um,
Yeah,
but you guys won. Should have been as close as it was. I will say the defense played fucking great. They was out there hitting. Like that's probably one of the was like most physical like defensive performances I've seen in a little while. Uh,
yeah.
it was nice. It was nice to see.
Defense
Uh,
is I think still the strength of the team. The blown,
yeah,
they had the blown run, but honestly, that's like
yeah, like
one play.
75 of this 125 came on one run for a
Like take
touchdown.
take that off the board, and they really don't rush very much at all. We were just swarming as soon as they hand that ball off. And I mean, Bryce Underwood 9 for 24. I thought he played pretty good for a freshman, but that completion percentage,
I mean,
he's going against a
142
tough
yards
defense.
on 9 completions is that's pretty good. But yeah, he did have a lot of incompletions. Granted, it's not the easiest place to go on the road to play your first
Yeah,
big
you're a true
game
freshman. Like,
against the Venables defense. I mean, I expected this to happen. I just expected the score to be more lopsided. So, um, but yeah, the defense looked pretty good. Material looked really good for the most part. You guys struck some gold on the portal on that one. Luckily for you guys really needed it.
yeah, that's he played phenomenal. Um, Yeah, Bryce Underwood, every time he did complete it though, it'd be like a nice little chunk play. I think once he really gets his like feet wet, he's gonna be able to scramble out of the pocket and make plays.
Yeah,
As far as OU goes, like I really liked standout for me was our tight end, Jaron Kanik, who I was so skeptical about him because he was a linebacker last year, and I was like that's not good, but he blocked incredibly well, opened up a lot for Mateer, and he caught a few big passes. I wish he would have got that trick play. I don't know if you were watching at the end, kind of where we ran like a little flea flicker thing. He
I
was like
think I see that.
wide
Yeah,
open in the end zone, didn't get it. But other than that, I mean, he played phenomenal. I don't know. Like I know I was like nitpicking at the beginning, but that's just because I'm looking for stuff. Like it was really a
yeah,
good performance. The score, like I feel like had we not fumbled that punt, had we not, roughed the punter,
yeah.
I
This
feel like it
it'd
could
be
have
in the
been more,
30s.
yeah, like 35. Maybe we're looking at like
They might have
42, maybe.
10, maybe. So
So I
yeah,
mean, it's overall a good performance. The defense to me was the big standout. They just swarmed. They one busted play. I could take
it
that away
happens.
from them. 125. You take 75 out of 125.
You
Um,
got 50 yards.
50 yards. that's your leading rusher is 50 yards. I think I could live with that. Um,
Yep.
yeah, I mean Venables is doing a good job. I like the way the offense ran. I wish we could run the ball more. That was like the big thing on
Yeah, I mean,
like
your QB is
other than
really,
Mateer, somebody
yeah.
other than Mateer running the ball. The running
I mean,
backs need to
that
take
just
that pressure off of them.
this might not be the type of offense y'all running this year. You could just be just air raid and quarterback doing what he wants to do when he wants to run it. So if
The
it's
only
working, it works. But stopping mobile quarterbacks is so hard. And in theory, it should open up the run game, but it's not yet. And Michigan
granted, I
also,
will say Michigan has a great defensive line.
yeah. So
So
I
it
would
could be
like,
just Michigan's that good on defense.
yeah, I wouldn't really look too much into it yet. If it kind of persists through the next couple of games, maybe you guys just can't run the
Yeah.
ball.
Once we get around to Auburn, that's when like, okay, if we're still not being able to run with the running backs, because I mean, Mateer's gonna have to run if the running backs can't do it, because
Mm.
with the defense, like when you're a defensive team, your offense has to like be able to sustain long drives throughout the game, or the defense is going to tire out, which is why I liked at the end we ran like a 8 minute drive to like seal the deal and kick the field goal. That's what I'd like to see like the whole game. I don't care if we score 50
Super
points. I'd
fast,
rather
yeah.
just like keep the defense rested and score on long drives every possession. That's how I would like for
Yeah.
it to go. That's what I think the the coordinator was trying to do. The run just with the running backs just didn't open up. But I think that's what he's trying to do. But yeah, I don't really even care to talk about like the Temple game. Like it's just like a tune-up game. I know we're well
Should be a
hopefully
blowout.
if we're struggling against Temple, that's there's some issues there, but
I mean, what do you
good
guys
good
favored by?
win.
Like 40, 24 and a half? Like, it's not even really a whole lot.
Not really, honestly.
I thought it was gonna be more, but I mean, you guys' offense hasn't really opened up too much yet, so I guess. Who the fuck's Temple played? UMass and Howard? I mean, Temple's not terrible. I mean, maybe that's reasonable. 24 and a half, I
Well, and
guess.
it's also like we're going to Temple, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Um, Going to Pennsylvania to play them. So I don't know. Maybe they play all right. Hopefully we just don't shit the bed. That's all I'm asking
Oh, they got
for.
a little sack merchant on their team. Watch
Oh,
out for
that's
like
one thing I was gonna mention. I feel like we kind of unlocked Marvin Jones Jr. a little bit.
the fucking face mask in the beginning of the game. I was like, oh, there he is. There he is. This first time I seen him, I was like, fitting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
didn't.
he did screw up there, but I thought he did a good job like swarming to the ball.
Yeah, good for him. I mean, maybe he just needed to change the scenery and a
He also has
better,
a lot of help on this defense, so he doesn't have to
yeah,
like he's not
better de
expected.
better defensive coach probably. If I mean, I don't know how much Venables really invest into the defense
Oh,
because he's not
he's
the
the
deep.
defense coordinator right
Oh,
now.
okay, yeah, he is then. Okay,
Yeah, our
yeah. So
coordinator we had one last year and he went to West Virginia. So
yeah, so you got a top
Venables is in
five
control.
defensive coordinator coaching you. So I would hope you would improve. Um, hope, and they're probably different type of scheme potentially use them differently compared to last year. I mean, also they was on the field the entire year, so can't do much when you're just gassed every fucking game. So yeah, good for him. I'm happy for him. I hope he turns it up and gets into the league.
Yeah, he's playing good. Deion Burks, probably like the other player that played pretty good. Grew up in Michigan, wanted to play for Michigan. They didn't recruit him.
Yeah, I see that.
Uh,
And
he
cook
took it
their ass.
personal and he had over 100 yards.
I like that a lot.
So
Love that.
I like the performance. I like the direction we're going. I'm very optimistic. I'm just a little nervous about Auburn and playing Jackson Arnold in a couple weeks because
I
just
mean,
the way things work.
if you can stop the run, that motherfucker can't throw. So you force him to throw the ball, and you'll figure something out.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Now that's pretty much all I got to say on OU this week. Just a big win against Michigan. Optimism is back in Norman.
yeah, I agree. I'm pretty optimistic for you guys. I like what I see so far. So yeah, we'll get this bloodbath. This game was insane. I think this is the largest margin of victory in our school history.
Yeah,
Um,
because I was thinking that I had never saw you guys score 70 before. I couldn't remember a time when I
the
saw you
last
guys.
time we I think we beat it by 3 points. We played Idaho that in 2015 or 2014. Might have been the year we won the
Okay.
championship. It was one of those 3 years. We beat them like a similar. But this is the largest margin of victory. And then we're 3 off from tying the school record for points. So I believe it was 80, which is kind of nuts. I mean, to be fair, we're not really that old of a program, so but it's still pretty cool. Not a lot of teams be dropping 77. I mean, there was a couple teams this week that was up in like the 60s and 70s, so a lot of teams scoring a lot of points. But this one specifically, like, yeah, Castellanos only played till like like half of the second quarter. Um, was cooking him. Deuce Robinson absolutely massacred him. I think he had like 3 catches for like 100 and some yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. So, I mean, he went 5 for 2 for 173. Um, yeah, he looked good. He had a nice one-handed catch in the end zone. That was real nice. I love to see that. We had I think 90 some players. Maybe not 90. We had a lot of fucking players play. Um, almost the entire fucking team, I think. And we had 4 quarterbacks out there. Kevin Sperry looked nice from what I was able to see from
Is
him.
he like a freshman or something?
Yeah, he's a backup. He's
Okay.
our backup. So Brock Lynn's number 3. I think he got hurt for a minute, and then I think he slid down the depth chart. So Sperry's the backup going forward, more than likely, and
Hey,
probably
two touchdowns and 4 or 5 passing. That's pretty good.
yeah. I heard some talk about Castellanos potentially being able to get another year of eligibility next year. Um, but if that doesn't happen, I would assume Sperry takes over as a starter, unless we hit the fucking portal again, which I hope we don't. Um, the whole fucking team carried the ball at some point. We probably should have put the punter out there because we didn't punt one time. I don't know, dude should have even suited up.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, nobody really like did anything super crazy. I mean, 82 yards on 4 carries is pretty good.
that's very
Um,
good.
but I mean, our
Saw
starting
saw Chuck
backs,
with his 2 touchdowns. I like that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I like that too. But I wish they would like get some breakaway runs. I'd like to see more from Chroma. Uh,
Yeah, it looks like Singleton, he had that 50. It looks like he had a 53 yarder. That was like well, two
yeah.
guys had 53 yarders. It looks like Danzy as well.
Well, I
Um,
mean, we did 237 from Castellanos in a quarter and a half and 3 touchdowns before he went out. Um,
yeah, it looks like it's running back by committee for you guys right now. It's not like a number
yeah.
one guy.
And then who is it that got hurt? Roydell Williams is out, so he didn't play. He's probably gonna be out probably at least until Miami. So he is the number 1 back. So now it's just kind of, everybody's getting some looks, which is cool. I don't mind it. Receiving, everybody on the fucking team got a catch. Squirrel White did get hurt, so hopefully it's not
Mm.
too bad. Um, people got
Good thing it's a bye week.
yeah, people got to step up. I'd like to see Elijah Moore and Boggs get some more looks. They're supposed to be really good, so hopefully they can move up the depth chart. 'Cause right now it's looking like it's just the Deuce show. It's the
Yeah.
Deuce show, and then we ran the ball the rest of the game after the starters went out.
Well, Score White looked really good that first game, so I'm hoping he could come back healthy because I
Yeah.
think he just adds like a little bit of electricity to the offense.
Yeah, I'd have liked to see some more sacks. We only got 3. It's not terrible. 2 picks. Earl Little, dude's a monster. Absolute monster. Where's he at for how many hits did he get? 2 with the solo tackle. He had 9 tackles last week, I think. So, um, yeah, we didn't punt a single time. Pretty sure we scored on all of our drives the entire game, which is crazy, even considering the starters move out and the backups in there and the offense is still moving. I mean, I know it's East Texas A&M. I get that part, but not a lot of teams can do that, I don't think. It's just nice to see the offense going and also the defense
Yeah.
doing what they need to do.
Well, this is also the best you could possibly. do. Like
Yeah,
you know
you
what I mean?
can't
Like,
play better than this.
you can't do any better than this.
Unless we kept the starters in the entire game, we probably would have scored like
Like
150.
100 or something. Yeah, it'd be
Yeah, it'd have been
ridiculous
stupid. Like at that point, then like you risking like severe injuries for your entire starting lineup.
for nothing, just to rub it in.
I mean, if it was like Florida, like sure, do it. Yeah, we got, yeah, you gotta do it to them, but not poor Tech, East Texas A&M.
Well, I think what also just like looks really good for you guys is like not only did you guys beat Bama, y'all beat them pretty convincingly. Like, yeah, they did kind of make a little bit of a comeback towards the end, but y'all were
Yeah,
up by like 3 scores with like or maybe it was 2 scores. I can't remember. I think it was 14. But it was a decent little lead on them going in like towards the end of the game. So y'all beat Bama convincingly. Y'all played as good as y'all possibly could against East A&M. Now you got a bye week. Hopefully, that'll rest up any injuries that are coming up.
yeah.
Uh, I don't know, man. Florida
And then
State
yeah,
is
when the
back.
starters,
Florida State's back.
I think so. When the starters were in, it was efficient. We were scoring pretty quick. Up tempo offense going.
And
It's just
Gus Malzahn is like he's a genius. Like on the
he's he's
offensive end.
he's dialed. Him and Tommy they're dialed in. I like this team a lot. I don't see why we cannot beat anybody
Yeah, and
with
this
what
puts
with what I'm
Norvell
seeing.
back in his where he should be. Like, just like kind of navigating everything, not calling the plays. Like
I think
I'm
that's
sure
what he's
he's
best at.
I'm sure he's putting his input in on the offense and stuff, which is good.
Yeah,
But he's not a great play caller. So now you got Gus Malzahn in there.
the
You
Gus
know,
bus.
this man's been to a national championship himself.
Yeah,
So he's a good coach.
I love what I see. I love it. We're dialed in, dialed. Yeah, like I said, we got our bye week next week, and then we got Kent State the week after that.
Oh
Um,
shit. That's another
I would tune up. It should look like this because I believe
that's
Kent State
another
is
I
dog
think Kent
ass.
State might like they're like FBS, but I heard they're like worse than like any like
Yeah,
FCS
they got
team.
blown out 62 to 14 to Tech, and Tech their offense is kind of like right there on par with ours through the first two games. Uh, but hopefully we can just not let them score on us. That'd be cool. And they're playing on the
Why do
road.
they schedule these games, man? Like why do they do this to themselves?
I
They
mean,
got to play
they
Florida
get
State
money.
and then Oklahoma.
They get money from like those games. Like they
Yeah,
get
they do
like
get like a
hundreds of
million
thousands
dollars.
of
Yeah.
dollars, or if not, sometimes millions. So I mean, they know it's not going to affect their confidence. Like it's just they have a loss on their schedule. Um, so it doesn't matter to them. I mean, it sucks just getting blown out like that. Scoring 3 points is not great. I'd be upset. Like I mean, the quarterback had 43 yards, backup had 32. Third string 17. Like that just sucks. That feels bad. I feel a little bad about it, but I think this is what we need. We needed this. We need to keep doing this.
The tune-up
Uh,
games are so helpful, honestly, because it just helps you like help further like establish your identity on what you actually want to do with your offense and your defense.
and your
And then
depth
like
too, like getting
yeah, you
the
get development in that too.
like we got a good look at our backup. I mean, I know it's East Texas A&M, but like he looked good. Um, yeah, I mean he ran for 22 yards as well. It was one throw. Yeah, it was good. So it gives us like an insight to possibly what we have next year. Yeah, we already matched our win total from last year, so I think the season's already win. We
Yeah, and
got
then
we
you're
got
playing
nothing
Kent
to
State next week. So like
we got
you're
nothing to
gonna
lose.
exceed it.
Nothing to lose. It's all gain from here. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Oh,
another situation where, Norvell, he's cooled his seat down a lot. And now it's just like, can you get back to where you were 2 seasons ago?
I
That's
think at the
that's kind of
bare
the
minimum,
goal.
if we can beat Miami, Clemson, and Florida, I think if we can at least beat two of the three, I think like there's no chance Norvell is just even being whispered to get fired. If we beat one of them and still have like a couple losses, people might be like, with this team, like we should have had a better season. I'm sure some people will talk about it. If we don't beat any of them, then that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, though, I think even just where he is right now, the seat doesn't feel hot at all.
I don't think so, no.
Like he has some room to breathe the rest of the season. And
Honestly, I feel like
you guys could lose to Florida, and that's not going to affect your playoff at all.
no, I feel like Miami and Pitt now is like the hardest two teams on the schedule. Like
Yeah,
Pitt
Kent
looks
State's
nice.
easy. Virginia's easy. Miami, could be a challenge. Pitt could be a challenge. Stanford's gonna be easy. Wake Forest gonna be easy. Clemson, we'll see. Virginia Tech, probably easy. NC State, probably easy. Florida, it's a rivalry. It could go either way.
Yeah. I like our chances though, in all of these.
Yeah, and I would say like the good thing about you guys right now is that all you have to do is be the second best team in the ACC, and you're in the ACC championship game with a win away from the playoffs. That's all you got to do. You just got to be the second
Yeah,
best ACC team.
at a minimum. We'll squeak in there. Even if we make
And
it to
I,
the ACC championship game and then lose, we still might make it in with 3 losses.
yeah, man, that's what happened last year. SMU lost the ACC championship. They still got in, and even if you don't make the playoffs, if you're one win away from the playoffs,
It's a
I'm walking,
successful
I'm walking, I'm
successful
walking
season.
away. I'm walking away like, okay, it didn't go exactly how I wanted it, but we're up there. We're in contention.
Yeah.
And Norvell proved he could bring himself right back into contention, and it just makes me like this, like seeing this team just like I'm just so confused about last year, like even more because you're
I
looking at this team and the team before last year's team, and you're just like, what the fuck happened last year?
I
Like,
mean, it's a complete overhaul, like complete overhaul. We have whole new offensive line. And like I've preached it probably 20 times. Like I think that was our core problem. Was
yeah,
the
and
O
a whole
line
new
was just
staff. I
bad.
guess everybody but Norvell is new.
Yeah, new O line coordinator, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, new defensive scheme. Uh, Most of the starting lineups all transfers. A whole it's like a whole new team almost.
Yeah,
So
and I mean maybe it was just like y'all broke the bank on like players just by like maybe like how many stars they had and didn't
yeah,
actually look to
maybe,
see like look into their character and stuff because last year did look like I wouldn't say like a low character team but like just a team that didn't want to be out there like a lot of the time. That's how it felt.
especially after they started losing, it was gone. The drive was gone.
They didn't handle adversity well at all. It was just like they threw in the towel as soon as it hit the
After the
door.
first game, it was done for. And I
Mm,
mean, we also didn't have a quarterback that just didn't give a fuck. He was just there. Tommy is
yeah,
fired
that's
up. He's just fucking going, talking shit. He's like the,
backing it
the team's
up.
like, all right, let's do it. What do you want to do? We'll follow you.
Well, that shows you how big of a difference a quarterback can make because we're seeing the
Yeah,
same thing in Oklahoma. If you got a guy who believes in the team and just
himself,
has enough talent, you know, to just like Justin, you don't even need to be the most talented player in the world because I don't think Castellanos or Montier are like the most incredibly talented players in the world, but they just have that confidence and that swagger when they go out there, they could
they
just go
think
get
they
it
can win.
done.
Yeah,
They genuinely think they can win any game they're playing when they step out on the field. And you
yeah.
saw that from Castellanos when he was at Boston College. He almost beat the 13-0 Florida State team you guys
I'm
had.
still convinced we should have lost that game. I will still die on that hill. We should have lost. We got bailed out by the refs. Bailed out
Yeah, it's a it's a different year, man. It's a culture change in Florida
completely.
State. Complete
I'm
culture
here for it.
change.
Portal King
I
strikes
still
again.
can't wrap my head around last year. Like just
Me
like how
neither,
do
man.
13-0,
It was bad.
2-10. Then you got this team that just looks like an extension of the 13-0 team. So it's like what happened?
Some more vibes a little bit, That's
I don't know if it was like the renovations on the stadium going on like as the stadium like during the season. I don't know what that was about.
I'm sure that
Um
doesn't help, but I'm not blaming it on the fucking stadium. It was just bad. I mean, I feel like Norvell
it's cuz that dude didn't eat that shit. That's what it was.
yeah, probably. Nah, like I said, I'm still standing on the O line was bad and all of our problems dominoed from that. And I think after the being snubbed from the playoffs, Jordan Travis going down, Norvell just didn't look like he was there.
I was
Like,
concerned. I was very concerned about him at the end of the last year because I was just like, he doesn't seem
nah, he was just
like the same coach he
defeated
was.
from the get-go. And that kind of comes out onto the team, like they're gonna pick up on it. It's like the vibe was off. Vibe was off. But we're turning that around. We're back.
Yeah. So I guess we're kind of at the end of our team talk for today. There wasn't as much to talk about, Uh, Florida State's on a bye. Oklahoma's playing Temple. Even
Next
after the
week's team
bye,
talk's gonna
Florida
be
State's playing Kent State.
next week team talk gonna be like 5 minutes max.
Yeah, it probably will be. It'll be a very short episode next week. Probably just a look ahead to Kent State, and we'll probably get to see what Kent State does, this upcoming weekend. See if that makes a difference on
Who they
on
play this week? Buffalo.
Buffalo. We'll see how they play against Buffalo to make a um make a determination if that changes anything whatsoever.
I doubt it.
And then yeah, OU's playing Temple. Probably just talk about the Auburn game coming up, and that'll be the end of it. But yeah, we'll catch y'all next week.
Ciao.